All right, guys, I'm recording this session just because I'll be showing you guys something new today, and this would be like same with support and resistance, but it's mainly based on 4 hours. It's mainly based on 4 hours. So 4-hour candle. One is easier than the other, but both of them are easier to understand. So if you add it to our previous support and resistance, you get a good trade most of the time. So you can use both daily and 4-hour, but I prefer to just use 4-hour, though you can use both. So let's put it this way. This is daily. Let's start with daily. So what you do is you only mark out the week of the previous 4-hour candle, the high and the low, just the high and the low. Then you go straight down to 4-hour candle and also mark. Is two ways. One, you would either mark just the previous one, which is here and here, which is the high and the low. Now, where should we be looking to take a trade? Since we've already marked the high and the low of the previous daily and the same thing for 4-hour, what you are looking for right now is when the candle gets inside this zone, and is above Nadaraya, then you can trigger a trade for a sell. When it's also inside this zone, you can look for a sell and a buy opportunity. In this case, it is very, very wide. So what you have to look for is a good order block on 15 minutes or 5 minutes. So when you get a good place for order block within this box, within this 4-hour candle and the daily candle, then you look for a good order block around that area to make a trade. Do you guys understand what I just explained? If you understand, put I understand on the chat. If you do understand, put I understand. But if you don't, put repeat on the chat if you don't understand what I just explained. All right, I think you guys should respond to me so I know. Okay, please repeat. All right, I'm repeating it all over again. So I'll take it all off. Start all over again. What we used to do is that we look for support and resistance from previous daily candle, 4-hour candle, and an hour candle. So in this case, I've been able to make a little bit of upgrade on how I look for my support and resistance level. So this is why it has getting to this stage whereby what you do is you have your Nadaraya on, you have your smart money concept on. Now pick this horizontal line and place it at the high and low of the previous daily candle. The high and low of the previous daily candle on daily. Then you go to 4 hour as well. You do the same thing, the high and the low of the previous 4 hour candle. So here is the high and low of the previous 4 hour candle. But that's what we are working with right now. So immediately you get the high and the low of the daily and the 4 hour candle. You go straight down to 15 minutes and 5 minutes. So what you are looking for in 15 minutes and 5 minutes is a nice order block in between the high and the low of that candlesticks you marked up from daily and 4 hour. So right here, we are seeing that in between this place, we can get a trade. In between these areas, we can get a trade. And there are sometimes whereby I feel like, okay, I like these areas, but I would like for this candle to pull up to these areas because I'm seeing a nice order block around this area and we have a lot of liquidity lying down here. So because of that liquidity, this candle might pull a little bit above. And those are some of the that's some of the reason why you see those trades I've been sending to you guys are a little bit far away, because I'm looking for the right point, not just to trigger quickly, but for us to get the right point to trigger, so we don't have too many loss or too many lessons at a time. So right here, you are looking for order block either inside, in between this daily and 4 hour, or outside, but not inside here. Right here, we will not take any trade inside here, but outside the lines and in between the two lines, we can trigger a trade. So right here, we might just make here our entry, but at the same time, sometimes I like to do it like this, because I see that there's a lot of liquidity lying right there. So there might be some kind of fishy movement. So this will be our first entry for this particular pair, AUD USD. So this will be our first entry. And right above it, we have our second entry. So when you get there, you can trigger for a sell. For the buy side, I really don't like the range, so I'm not giving a buy side for this particular pair. So our sell side for AUD USD, so sell can you see the other block? This is another block. That's why I said you should use Nadarea. Nadarea is showing us other block right here. But like I said, I don't like this other block because of the liquidity that is lying in these areas. We have a lot of liquidity lying in this area. So I prefer for it to pull above those liquidities and give me good and better entry around here. So this is another block. This is another block. This is another block. This is another block. So Nadarea plots other blocks for you, and you can also make settings on it. For example, I like to remove some stuff when I'm using Nadarea. Let's see, let's do that together. Show internal structure. I don't like internal structure. Confluence, yes. Show swing. Show swing structure, yes. Show swing points. I like the swing point. Show strong and high, low. Internal order block. So sometimes I don't like internal order block because it's going to give you a lot of order blocks. But I like the swing points. Though for your sake, I will leave it because sometimes the internal order block also works. It works most times. So that's it. That's all my settings for Nadaraia. So you see this area, there's a lot of confluence. When I on the confluence, you see there's a lot of other block right here, but I choose the one at the top. We have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other block right on this point. On this zone, we have about 5 other blocks. They merged each other, but because I on the confluence, so it showed me all the other blocks we have around these areas. But I prefer to choose this top one because that's the one that is really giving me that's the one that I feel like, okay, when you get to that point, there's a possibility for a reversal because of these liquidities that are lying right here. So like I said, these are first trade. I will type the numbers out. Sell AUD/USD at 0.65370 and 0.65403 for 15 minutes. So that's our sell entry for AUD/USD. All right, let me know this. Do you guys understand what I just did right here? Do you understand? Can we see your settings for another area so we can take screenshots? Yeah, sure. Hold on, let me bring it back on. So you can screenshot it. I think these are the major stuff. Let me see. Yeah, these are just the major stuff you should set. So everything right here, just like this. Those are just the things I use for another area. So you can screenshot. Are you done with the screenshot? All right. I hope you guys understand that part. And lastly, there is something I didn't say. If it gets to this entry, definitely it will be above Nadaraya. So with that, with it being above Nadaraya, so it's a little bit sure for us that we'll be getting a reversal. So let's go to the next one. This next one is similar, but it's not the same thing. Oh, mind you, there is something I didn't tell you guys. Okay, I will explain it on the other one. I'll be explaining 3 sections of this particular strategy on this video, 3 sessions. All right, let's go back to daily and 4-hour again. So this is the second section. I will definitely send this video out for you guys after the section. So we mark up the high and the low of the previous daily candle, and you go down to 4 hour and you mark the high and the low, the high and the low of the current 4 hour candle. Good. Now we'll go down to 15 minutes and 5 minutes to look for a trade. Please watch this attentively and listen to what I'm about to say right here. Let me use blue for the 4 hours so that we can easily recognize the 4 hour and the daily. So I'll use blue for the 4 hour. Please pay attention to this I'm about to say right now. All right. This is the 4 hour setup, which is the previous 4 hour. And the previous 4 hours started from here, right here. This strategy I'm about to show you right now, it works faster than the other one, but it's a little bit risky than the other one as well. All right. Now, where I put this this horizontal line right here is the opening of the current 4 hour candle. This is the opening of the current 4 hour candle. And we'll go and look for a trade that we'll use to do this example. Now, on this part, you mark up the previous daily high and low, and you also mark up the previous 4 hour high and low. Now, you marking it up should be immediately the 4 hour candle opens. Immediately the 4 hour candle opens. So 4 hour candle open sessions every 4 hour, a candle pops up in a 4 hour time frame. Now, immediately a 4 hour candle pops up, mark the high and the low of the previous one. Then wait for a buy when it gets to the downside and wait for a sell when it gets to the upside. Do you guys get that? I don't know if I'm explaining it properly, but did you get what I just said? If you do, put I understand on the chat. If you don't understand what I said, put I understand, but if you don't, put repeat. All right, let me go there again. When you get on the charts, so let me take out Nadaraya. This one, you don't need Nadaraya to do this one. You just need only the candlestick and the timing to do this particular strategy. And this strategy, you have to be in the market watching it, because sometimes it do that very quickly. Just this is a pure example. This trade has already hit profit if we would have taken this trade. So I will show you guys. Now, you start with the daily candle. Even this one, you don't need a daily candle for this particular one, sorry. Just go straight to the 4-hour candle. So when you go straight to the 4-hour candle, immediately, for example, immediately this candle opens, this particular candle that is ongoing right now, immediately it opens, mark up the high and the low. Then put an horizontal line on the current candle so that you know where the current candle starts from. Then go back to 5 minutes or 15 minutes and wait for a buy when you get to this high. Wait for a sell when you get to this high, and wait for a buy when you get to this low. So we would have bought this trade right here, right on this candle when it pulls down, and 3 candles, 1, 2, 3. The 4th candle will give you your take profit because it didn't start on your triggering. So it started around here and it opens here. So you would have closed in profit on this particular candle. Do you guys get this one? This is one of the most simplest, simplest, yeah, binary strategy I've ever engaged myself on. It took me time to get to this stage of what I'm showing you guys right now, and you should take it very, very, very serious. What I'm showing you right now is very easy to capture, one of the most easiest strategy. The purpose of the vertical line is for you to know where the current 4-hour candle opens. This is the first candle, the first 5-minute candle of the current 4-hour candle. So this is the first 5-minute candle. It's just for you to know where the current candle starts from, so you know where to trigger. Now, when you trigger and that trade ends in profit or loss, do not trigger that trade again. If you already made profit, for example, we took this trade and we already made profit and it's coming down back, do not take trade from this down again. But if you get to this top, you can still take trade if you feel like doing that. But if you don't feel like doing that, do not take a trade on it again. Do you guys understand that? Is it simple? If it's simple, put simple on the chart if you think it's simple. Think it's easy or simple, put easy or simple on the chart if you think this strategy is easy. The win ratio is massive. You would like it if you take your time to do it just the way I'm explaining it to you right now. Yes, you need to practice, but what you have to practice is just you drawing the support and resistance on that particular 4-hour candle. Immediately the new one open, then wait for the downside or the upside to take a trade. That's it. That's all. You don't have to do any other thing. You just have to wait. Those using pocket option, you can put pending order on it immediately. There are sometimes you get there really fast. How do I clarify entry? Again, I already told you, for you to enter, wait for this line, this horizontal line. When you get to the horizontal line, you take the trade. When you get to the other side, you also take the trade. That's all. I don't have to clarify any 5-minute chart. You either use 15 minutes or you use 5 minutes, because your time frame for the trade, your expiration time, the expiration time is 15 minutes. With 5 minutes is 3 candle rules. With 15 minutes is 1 candle, just single candle with 15 minutes. So you either use 15 minutes or you use 5 minutes to make your triggering of the trade. Although whichever time you use, as long as it gets to this horizontal line, you can trigger for 15 minutes. 15 minutes trade. If you are using, and mind you, this also work on 3 minutes and 1 minute. If you are using 1 minute candle, or 1 minute time frame rather, you trigger for just 3 candles. If you were using 1 minute, you'd have lost this trade. But I think if you were using 3 minutes, you will still be on the trade. Let me see 3 minutes, because it works on all time frame. But any time frame you are using, you should do 3 candle rules. With 3 minutes, you still win this trade. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 4th one. So it might be with rollover. You would have won with rollover if you did 3 minutes 3 minutes, which is you had to take the trade for 9 minutes, because it's 3 candle rules for me. Whichever way you want to do it is 3 candle rules. So when it get there, take it for 3 candle rules. So this is 1, 2, 3. With rollover, it to be 4, 5, 6, 7. We end on this candle. We would have made profit from this particular trade. But I prefer for you guys to use 5 minutes, because 5 minutes is better. I've been testing this strategy and I've been back testing it for a while, and it's been massive. So take your time to practice on this strategy. This strategy is one of the strategies whereby when you start using it, you will enjoy it, and you will enjoy every moment you've been on Pearl Nation, because this will be one of the easiest for you to make money in the financial market. So let's go, guys. I have another goodies for you guys. Let's go to the next one. So let's look for another pair to do that good. This is very good to illustrate the last strategy. I'm here to just teach you guys 3 strategies for today. 3. This one is similar to the first one. Yes, the session is recorded. It's recorded. I'll send it back to the. I'll send it back so you guys can watch again. But pay attention to every detail and everything I'm giving you, or I'm giving out right here. It's very important. Sometimes the live class is better than you watching the video. Though the video you can repeat over and over and over again. But with the live, you can ask me questions and I can answer your questions ASAP. So let's go. Now, for this particular strategy, this is the last one. With this one, you can use it for both forex and binary. Then for the first strategy I show you guys, you can also use that one for, we wait for close of the candle that eats, or just take at the entry. Take at the entry, don't wait for close. The entry is a massive reversal point, so you don't have to wait for close. If you wait for close, sometimes you miss it. Though if you wait for close too, sometimes you enjoy it, because when it closes down and you take it, you are on good profit as well. So it's 50-50. You either wait or you trigger on the line. It's the same thing. And there are sometimes it will just jump down. Now, there's something I have to tell you guys. If there is news, the second strategy I show you guys, which is this strategy, please do not use it if there is news. It doesn't work with fundamentals. If there is need to just fly and pass. But the first strategy, it doesn't matter if there is news or not. This particular strategy, the one I used to give you guys trade right now, it doesn't matter if there is news or not. Even if there is news, you need the news to pull the candles to your entry. Like on this particular trade right now, we need news or good liquidity in the market to pull this candle up to our entry. So with this first strategy, you need fundamentals. You need markets that move really fast, like GBP, JPY and stuff, that can move 20 to 30, 50, 100 pips in a day. So those particular pairs will get to your entry no matter what in the day. That's why you guys see that even when I give the trade is at the long side, the long areas, but it will still get there no matter what. And you see, this particular trade is an uptrend. This particular trend right now that I'm seeing is an uptrend. So definitely this will pull up to our entry and even pull above. It's coming to this area. This particular pair, AED USD, will be buying throughout this week. We'll see more of buying. So, but it will get to this area and make some consolidation because of these liquidities that we are seeing right here before continuation to the upside. But we'll see it making a continuation to the upside. There will be a continuation to the upside with AUD USD. So let's go. So, but take this into notice that this first strategy, you can use it for both fundamental and forex. But the second one, purely without fundamental, that means without news. If there is news, please run away from this strategy if there is news, because if there is news, it will just break and go to where it wants to. So let's go to the third one. The third one is also similar to the first one, but it's kind of a little bit different. So for this third one, mark up the first 4-hour candle of the day, the high and the low of the first 4-hour candle of the day. After marking the first 4-hour candle of the day, you go straight down to 15 minutes. Now, what we are looking for, this is the first 4 hours start from here. This is my line. Can you guys see this line right here? I think I have to go and make it a little bit thicker. Let me make it a little bit thicker so you guys can see. All right. I'll put it on blue. And yeah, good. Now, the first 4-hour candles end in between year and year. Can you guys see that? In between year and year. That's where the first 4-hour candle ended. So now what we are waiting for is that you wait for these candles, 15 minutes candle or 5 minutes candle. You can use 15 minutes and 5 minutes. You wait for it to break below this 4-hour candle. You wait for it to break below this 4-hour, the first 4-hour candle of the day. You wait for the market to break below it or above it. Then you wait for it to come back and give you entry on order block. So right here, this is the other block I'm seeing right here. We have other block here. We have here as well. But Nadaraya is telling me that this other block is nicer. So your entry for a sell will be right here. First entry will be here. And second entry will be at the edge. Always your second entry will be at the extreme end of the first 4-hour candle of the day. Now, there are some times where I feel like this entry is too wide, and I will go to 5 minutes and look for a better place to place my first entry. And there are sometimes too, but this is just it. Let me not complicate the old stuff. So we'll go back to 15 minutes. You can either use 5 minutes or 15 minutes, like I said. Now, this is the best order block I'm seeing around this area. There are sometimes that the area might not give you order block right there, but you have to identify it. So, but this is the best order block right here. And when you get to these areas, you trigger a sell. That's it. Let me know if you understand it on the chat. Let me know if you do understand it. Are you guys still on the call? What's the best way to identify the first 4-hour candle of the day? Good. The best way to identify the first 4-hour candle of the day is you go your trading view, you go straight to options, then go to settings and come down to events. When you get down to events, then trigger this, check this box session break. This box session break, check it. When you check it, this line will pop up right here. This line will pop up right here. You can design it the way you want. You can use the color you want. You can use the thickness you want. So for you to get the thickness, hold on. I think I just removed something. Okay. So you can use any thickness of your choice as well. So you go to settings, event, and shake the box, session break, and you get here, choose the color you want, and also the thickness you want down here. So, and that's it. So now you go to 4-hour. Yeah, this is it, 4-hour. And when you expand it, you will see the first 4-hour candle of the day. This is the first 4-hour candle. This is it, right here. This is the first 4-hour candle. I hope you can see that now. How do you know the best order block? You don't know the best order block. You just, if you know what order block is, you try to, because it might also get to these areas and start pulling down. But let me give you an example of how to also identify order block in some ways. That means identifying some good order block. Like right here, this is a good order block right here. But I choose the top because I prefer it to go to the extreme before reversal. And secondly, since this guy pulled down, this candle never pull up to this order block. So I'm expecting it to pull back. But aside from that, how to identify a good order block is, you see, after this green candle, the red candles that pulls down, they pull down with a lot of liquidity. So these candles are long. With this one, this place might be one of the best order block around or inside this 4-hour candle. This might also be one of the good order block, because after pulling up right here, this order block make the supply down. So because this is a supply and demand, this is a supply and this is demand. Going up, demand, coming down is supply. So now this is a good supply area because this made the pull down. So with that one, you can identify that, okay, this is a nice area because this made this pull down. Some people, some forex traders, they use something like this, similar like this, to take their trades, because this guy really made this whole stuff came down and making that pullback. They believe that these areas are very strong. I hope you do understand that part. If you guys understand, put I understand on the chat. But if you don't, put repeat and tell me what you want me to repeat, and I will do so, because I want everybody to understand it, and that's why I'm here to teach you guys these strategies today. All right. Okay, I'm glad you all understand. I'm really glad. So let's bring this trade out. I'll be sending it right to you guys. I'll send it right to you guys. I like these areas. These areas are also good, but like I said, I prefer here, the top here. And that's where Nadaraya also gave me. And sometimes after making these setups, Nadaraia will always give you its best, where it thinks is the best order block. It's just this, like this example right here. Nadaraia gave me this place as an order block. If I had to take trade somewhere else again, it will be at the top here, because this is another order block with a lot of confluence from Nadaraia. And with this, it let me understand that this is also kind of a sell trend that is looking for a reversal. So it's reversing to get to clear some liquidity or grab some liquidity to make a continuation. So let me set this guy out for you guys. So sell EUROCHF at 0.94411 and 0.94424 for 15 minutes. All right, that's it. Got into trades. Let's see if we can get more trade and we let the markets be. So guys, put on the chat which of those strategies you think are easier for you. If all are easier, put all easy. If only one is easier for you, you think you can do just that one, put one. If you think you can do you can do only two, put two. But if you think you can do the three, put all easy. Okay, just do it like this. If you like just one, put one easy. If you like two easy. If you like the three, just put three easy on the chat, guys. Put it right there. Let's go. I'm waiting for you guys. Just put it. Three easy. That's great. Good. I love that. Put some dollar emojis alongside with it. Can we get the record inside? Yes, you definitely get it on the Discord channel. All of them are interesting, coach. I will watch the video and practice them. That's interesting. Yes, practice it. Practice, make improvements. So make some practice and you will get a good result. Thank you. You are welcome. If you have any question, put it right here on the chat if you do have any questions. And mind you guys, I'm planning something big. These things I just showed you right now, I'm planning to make it automated so you guys can enjoy it without even stressing yourself. All right, you're welcome. Okay, I think this will be the end of our session. Our time is far gone, and we'll see you again tomorrow. I'll drop you some trades. But what I want to say is that I don't know if I have to get back on our daily session by coming online. The only way we can use the second strategy is if we do come on the session, on live session. That's when I can give you the other strategy, because that strategy sometimes is very, very fast to trigger. Sometimes it needs you to be in the market at that moment. The candle want to open within 15 minutes. It already triggers, which is the second strategy. That one is very fast. You don't have to stay in the market for long for you to catch trades. If we had to go through all these trades, right, all these pairs right now, you see how many have triggered today. Just today, you see how many have triggered. of them has made really good profit. Let's get example. Let's get one example before we go. 4-hour candle. This 4-hour candle didn't work. This guy worked the first 4 hours of the day. This is the first 4 hours of the day. It worked on the first 4 hours of the day and the opening of this candle. So this will be our horizontal line. And we'll go straight to 15 minutes and 5 minutes to look for trade. Guys, can you see this? You see the triggering. The candle open here. So 1, 2, 3. In 15 minutes, it already triggers in 15 minutes. And it came down here and also trigger and pull back. Can you guys see it? But when it came back to the upside, it also trigger here and go back for the second time. Then the third time, it break above and delay a little bit before reversal. Even with rollover, you can still win that trade. But if there is news, please do not trade this particular strategy if there is news. But if there is no news, you will enjoy it, every bit of it. You will enjoy every bit of it. As easy as that. So sometimes when we get on the live session, we'll use this strategy. But like I said, this strategy is not good for fast markets. It's only good for market that doesn't have news or high volatility. So guys, that's it for today. If we go to other pairs, you see the same thing happen over and over and over, because today there is no news and the market is very stable. So you see that it happens over and over and over again. It happens over and over. Let's see. It happens here. It also happened here on this particular time frame. Seeing the 4-hour candle like this, I know if it happens or not. This is something like this and like this. And you go to the horizontal line, start from this candle, and boom, that's it. Let's go. 15 minutes and 5 minutes. You see the first 15 minutes candle. Can you see that reversal right there? And 5 minutes. Let's look for 5 minutes candle. Can you guys see it? That's a massive sell from here. Yes, all trades 15 minutes. All my strategies are based on 15 minutes because I've realized that 15 minutes work better for me than any other time frame. I've tried a lot of, coach, I want to understand more on how to identify other blocks. I think I have to do a video about that, or I will look for a video and send to you guys, but I think I have to do a video about that. I'll try my best to make a video about other blog and let you guys watch it and understand what other blocks really is and how to identify other blocks.